Elizabeth Schreiber. I'm an instructor of nursing here at West Liberty University, and we're going to go on a little tour around our department today. This is our administrative assistant's office, Jackie. She helps us with a lot of the applications to the nursing program, helps keep all of our files with all the students' information. It's just a general great area to go for information. We'll take a look in one of the offices. This is my office. We have our desk, large file cabinets here for all of our documents, and then an area to sit and counsel with students. So in here we have our conference room. This is where we have our meetings. We've got our large table here. We have our projector screen here as well. So this is where we have the majority of our meetings. If you follow me into this room, you'll see this is our simulation room with our sim man. There is our screen up there where we have the vital signs, information that will populate out for our students. Some of the examples of the equipment that we have, such as our IV pumps. We have functioning suction and oxygen hookups. We have a lot of the basic supplies that you would have in the hospital, as well as a crash cart and a tube feeding pump as well. This is our simulation control room. So this is where the instructor would be located, where we can see the students performing the simulation with SimMan. This is going to be our control area here, where we will put through different scenarios for the students. We also have extra equipment as far as another crash cart that we have over here with medications, IVs, and an AED as well, and extra supplies that we keep back here, as well as the SimMan scenarios. Just outside of our administrative assistant's office, we have our hallway here with pictures of our past graduates on either side of the hall. Out here we have a bench where a lot of our students will sit while they're waiting to go into the skills lab, which we're about to enter down here. This is our nursing skills lab. So in here, we practice all of our skills. This is where we have the majority of our clinical skills supplies. We also do a majority of our classes in here for some of the upperclassmen, so we do also have a screen projector. We have several beds set up throughout the room. We have different mannequins that have different health disorders. Some have wounds, others are going to have tracheostomies. We're going to be able to insert NG tubes, Foley catheters. We also have a bassinet with small infants in it as well, so we practice all age ranges. If you follow me back here, you'll see our big area as far as where we keep a lot of our supplies for practicing clinical skills. We have our gloves, and each of our drawers are clearly labeled with the different supplies we have, such as the basics with tubing, with restraints, with wound care dressings, and injections. We also have a designated sink area here for practicing hand washing. We have a large cabinet here where we keep a lot of our IV supplies as well. We also have some open lab hours for our students to come and practice these clinical skills that they need to have. And as you can see, we have a lot of supplies that we're able to allow them to practice. This is our big storage area. In here we have more supplies as far as safety syringes. We have some more pumps. We also have a lift where we can practice body mechanics. We have walkers, we have a backboard, we have lots of bed linen, and we also have PPE to practice donning and doffing the appropriate PPE. We also keep some of our books back here, as well as extras of some of our basic supplies, such as Foley catheters and NG tubes. One other feature that we do have is we do have doors here where students can practice donning and doffing, or putting on and taking off the appropriate PPE as they would in the hospital. They have gowns, they have gloves, they have shoe covers, they have masks here, so they would practice putting these on and walking into the patient's room, and then they would be able to take those off and walk out of the patient's room as well, which is important, especially in these days when everything is an isolation precaution. Now that you've seen our skills lab, we're going to walk over to one of our main classrooms, which is just over here next door. What's really nice about this room is it's large, so there's lots of space for students to spread out. We also have these two screens where we can project our PowerPoint slides. One of the other things we've been able to do is have Zoom running as simultaneously with our classroom. So we have the ability to have students attend class if they have the situation where they're unable to physically be in class during COVID. One of the other things that I really like about these classrooms are that we have these large windows over here. So we get the natural sunlight coming in. It helps keep everybody feeling good throughout the day, especially when they're in classes for the large part of their day. So our program is located here in Campbell Hall, which is part of the health sciences. This is one of the newer buildings on campus, so our students have a modern space in which to learn. If we look down this hallway, this is where the majority of our nursing faculty offices are located. It gives us one area where we can all work together closely and collaborate and help our students. Thank you for joining me on a tour of the facilities here at the West Liberty University Nursing Program. If you need further information about our program, please visit westliberty.edu/nursing.